Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's another English studies class on the CTY Module College Ibadan Oyo State e-learning portal. Today we are looking at structure, direct and indirect speech, reporting what someone else said. Statement 1. The topic again is structure, direct and indirect speech, reporting what someone else said. Statement 1. This topic can be found on page 160 and page 161 of your JS2 NOSEC textbook. How do we report what someone else has said? By the end of this lesson, we should be able to identify what direct speech is and what indirect speech is, and how to report an indirect speech from a direct speech. What is a direct speech? A direct speech is the speech from the original speaker, the speech that comes from the person that spoke the statement. That is a direct speech. I am coming. This is a statement from myself. It's a direct speech from Rufai R.O. If someone else wants to say what I have said, then the person is reporting my direct speech, making it what? Indirect speech. So how do we report what someone else said? There are two sentences. I have lost my pen. This is a statement coming from Audu. I have lost my pen. If this sentence wants to be reported by another person, it will be constructed this way. Audu said he had lost his pen. Audu said he had lost his pen. So a speaker's exact statement is known as direct speech, while the statement uttered by another speaker to give the meaning of what a former speaker said is known as indirect speech. That is, it reports what the former speaker said. And I gave two sentences as examples. I said, sentence A, Audu said. This is a direct statement from Audu. I have lost my pen. And when someone else wants to report what Audu said, it will be constructed this way. Audu said that he had lost his pen. So what are the differences in direct and indirect speeches? In sentence A, the correct and actual statement from the speaker Audu are placed in inverted commas. As you can see on the screen, they are placed in inverted commas and there is a comma after said. Audu said, comma, inverted open, I have lost my pen, full stop, then inverted close. That is how we differentiate a direct speech from an indirect speech. Because it is something that someone said, it will be inverted, and after the word said, there will be comma to distinguish it from the speech uttered by the speaker. Now, if we want to write this speech in the reported form, it will now be without any inverted comma. And since we are reporting it, it is now something that will be referred to in the past tense. So, and some words will be changed. They will be altered. In sentence B, there wouldn't be any inverted commas and no comma after said. The I belonging to Audu will now change to E in the reported speech, in the indirect speech in sentence B. And my, which Audu used, the adjective Audu used to claim possession of his pen, will change to is. Pronoun is. Also, the present perfect verb lost. I have lost my pen will now change to past perfect verb, had lost. So the indirect speech or reported speech will be Audu said that he had lost his pen. It can also be Audu said he had lost his pen. Whether the that is inserted or not doesn't alter the meaning of the sentence. Whether you include that, Audu said that he had lost his pen, or Audu said he had lost his pen doesn't change the meaning of the reported speech. Now, let us report the sentences on page 160, exercise 4. He said, I have done my homework. In reported speech, it will be, he said he had done his homework. I'll take another example under that. He said, I have swept the room. In reported speech, it will be, he said he had swept the room. Or he said that he had swept the room. The I will change to E. The tense verb will change to had. Spent. Have spent will change to had spent. Have swept will change to had swept. Then the room. He had swept the room. Now let's go to exercise 5. Aisha said, I have found my needle under the table. Aisha said, I have found my needle under the table. There is inverted comma. The comma after said, then the inverted open and close comma before and after the sentence uttered by Aisha. In the reported speech, it will be Aisha said. Optional if you want to include the that or not. Aisha said that she had found a needle under the table. Aisha said that she had found a needle under the table. No comma after said and no inverted commas after the statement because it's being reported. Then the I changes to she to represent Aisha. Had found replaces the past simple found. Also, she replaces I and her replaces my. We have other sentences there. Malam Bello said, I studied the Quran in Cairo. In the reported speech, this will be Malam Bello said he had studied the Quran in Cairo. Mrs. Udo said, my sister went to live in Kano. In reported speech, it will be Mrs. Udo said that her sister had gone to live in Kano. We should take note of how these tenses change when being transformed or a sentence is being reported in the indirect speech. Now let's look at sentence E. Shehu said, I shall clean my bicycle and my brother will help me too. Shehu said, I shall clean my bicycle and my brother would help me too. I shall clean my bicycle and my brother will help me tomorrow. Shehu said, I shall clean my bicycle and my brother will help me tomorrow. Now, to report what Shehu said, it will go in this format. Shehu said he would clean his bicycle and his brother would help him the next day. Shehu said he would clean his bicycle and his brother will help him the next day. In sentence F, the conditional would plus infinitive replaces the future shall or will plus infinitive, and him replaces me, and the next day replaces tomorrow. Now report what they said. She said, Tunde will arrive in the afternoon. She said, Tunde would arrive in the afternoon. Bola said, it will rain soon. Bola said that it would rain soon. Your assignment will be uploaded on the CTWAL Model College e-learning portal. The topic of the lesson is structure, direct and indirect speech, reporting what someone else said, statement 1. And we said a speaker's exact statement is known as direct speech, while the statement uttered by another speaker to give the meaning of what a former speaker said is known as indirect speech. That is, it reports what the former speaker said. And I gave several examples. Audu said, that is coming from Audu, I have lost my pen. And to report this sentence, the I will change to he, the have lost will change to had lost, and my will change to is. And it will be like this. Audu said that he had lost his pen. And I told you that when saying a direct speech or writing a direct speech, the application of inverted commas will be in the sentence and comma after the said. Then the present tense will change to past tense because you're reporting it, so it's in the past. And inclusion of that doesn't alter, or the exclusion of it does not alter the meaning of the sentence. The sentences are equally correct with or without that. I gave other examples. Aisha said, I found my needle under the table. Aisha said she had found her needle under the table. Or Aisha said that she had found her needle under the table. Shehu said, I shall clean my bicycle and my brother will help me tomorrow. In reported speech, it will be, Shehu said he would clean his bicycle and his brother would help him the next day. Tomorrow changes to next day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.